Nearly 64 million rands to the Kruger communities. We will cross over to the Kruger Park once the president starts his address. Meanwhile, ACDP leader Reverend Kenneth Meshoe says South Africans need to change the culture of destroying property in the aim of in the plight to highlighting their concerns. He was speaking at the party's election manifesto at Thokoza Hall in Ekurhuleni during the manifesto launch earlier today.
Ladies and gentlemen, the destruction of university buildings and other educational institutions across the country has baffled many. How can you solve a problem by destroying what you have? Particularly institutions that are needed to help produce leaders of tomorrow. There is a tendency in our country that I believe the ACDP will help to change. A tendency of people who choose to destroy when they need something. To give you an example, when commuters and workers in particular are upset because of the trains that are late, what do? Rather than talk, negotiate, approach management, they touch the same trains they need to take them to work. This culture, the ACDP says, must change. It must change. The ACDP wants to provide all our communities with caring leaders of integrity who know how to treat our people. As you know, something embarrassing happened this past Tuesday in Parliament. What happened there was disgusting and heartbreaking. It was sad, very sad, to see members of Parliament who should be role models to our young people descend to such low levels of behavior towards each other and the parliamentary security personnel. We saw men kick a woman who fell to the ground during the scuffle that ensued between parliamentary security officers and members of parliament who were being evicted from parliament. It was a painful and disgraceful sight to see. That incident reminded me, and I hope many more people in the country, it reminded me that South Africa desperately needs leaders of integrity who believe in respect for others. We do not only in ACDP believe in respecting others. Our respect comes out of our respect for God, the Almighty. And because we respect Him, it's natural for us to respect our fellow men and to respect property. So we are saying, as the ACDP, ladies and gentlemen, when we see vulnerable people needing help, when we see people who have fallen for whatever reason, we do not kick them while they are on the ground, as we saw members of parliament do. What we do is we hold them by the hand and lift them up.
The ACDP leader, Reverend Kenneth Meshoe, also spoke about the state of unemployment in the country.
State of our economy needs innovative measures, innovative ways of ensuring that the climate is conducive for investments, both domestic and foreign. Because without investments, we cannot alleviate the poverty that is challenging us. We want to see the statistics improve, because currently we are told that approximately 27% of South Africans are unemployed. Finance Minister Pravin Gordhan, we know earlier, presented a balanced budget in the month of February. Yet he does not seem to have the political backing to introduce the much needed reforms. I'm sure some of you know that the National Development Plan envisages that the small business sector will create 90% of the expected 11 million jobs by 2030. In line with this, the ACDP believes that small business is a catalyst for economic growth and should play a far more significant role in job creation and poverty alleviation. To assist those who want to run their small businesses profitably, the ACDP plans to do the following. Firstly, we want to provide financial assistance and other support wherever possible to locally owned spaza shops in townships and rural areas to assist them to enter the mainstream economy. If I may ask you, ladies and gentlemen, to compare the manifestos of different political parties and find out who cares for the small businesses and spaza shops in the townships. Many of them don't even have that word spaza in their manifestos. But the ACDP cares, and we want to assist them.